Hey everyone, this is Stefan from ProjectLifeMastery.com and welcome to the live stream where today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my February 2017 monthly goals report, where every single month I give you guys a detailed update on exactly where I'm at with the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. So this is for February. We're now in March. It's a few days into March and I'm going to give you guys a detailed update on that. But before I do, I want to engage with you guys a little bit. I want to know who's joining in live today, and I want to give you guys a quick shout out. So if you guys could leave a quick comment in the chat, let me know your name, where you're from, and I'll try to do the best that I can to give you a quick shout out. Right now we're streaming in multiple different locations right now. We're streaming on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel. We're streaming live on the Stefan James and Project Life Mastery Facebook pages. We're streaming live right here on Periscope and Instagram, and another one on Instagram for the Project Life Mastery Instagram as well. So I want to welcome you guys in. Hopefully you guys had an awesome week. You guys have been crushing it. You guys have been working hard towards the goals that you set at the beginning of the year as well. And I look forward to jumping into today's session with you guys and being transparent with you as possible to share with you guys where I'm at and hopefully inspire you and be an example for you as well. And by the way, one quick announcement, I'll make a few before I give some shout outs to a few people here. Number one, I'm very excited because we just hit 10 million views on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel. So for those of you that are joining in on YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for making that possible. It's just so amazing to have that kind of impact and to have reached that many people. To think that 10 million views to my videos on YouTube, that's a pretty amazing accomplishment. Never thought that that would ever be possible or actually occur, but you know what, when you're consistent, when you do the best that you can to add value and serve, I guess you're able to reach people and attract people to you. So I'm very honored for that, and I want to share that accomplishment with you guys as well. Okay, let's see who we got here that are joining in. All right. So we got a lot of activity here on YouTube. We got Jack here in the house. We got Zachary. Welcome, Zachary. We got Nathan White. Welcome. We got Mind Knowledge School, who's Christian from Puerto Rico. We got Brandon Small. We got Erica, Anja, Marik, George. Good to see you, George. Andrew, Nick, Jada, Jack. And we got Pat here from Rochester, New York. Jack is from Alberta. Jada from Michigan. Saskia from Germany. We got Nathan from England and Karen from Portland, Oregon. Ermina from Sweden. Wow, guys, I'm just always blown away how people join in just from all over the world. So it's an honor to be able to interact with you guys and have you join in. Let's see who else we've got. Veronica from Jersey. Adonis, 21 years old, from Chicago. Welcome. Hussein from India. We got Francesco from Italy. I see you guys. We got Joel from Texas. Miami in the house. We got Carl. We got from Poland. Wow, guys. Well, Emilio from France. Just too many to name. We got Sammy from Nigeria. Awesome, guys. I appreciate it. If you're joining in, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Okay, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate your support. Thumbs up is kind of the equivalent. I always say that if we're live and I was speaking to you, it'd be giving me an applause when I walk into the room or stand up to speak or whatever. So I always appreciate that. Let's see who we got here on Periscope and Instagram. Let's see. We got Keith from Thunder Bay. Sage from Seattle. Awesome. I just got back from Seattle the other day. Awesome. On Instagram, it's oftentimes people have different usernames, so it's hard to know what people's names are. We got Sophia from Winnipeg, Philip from Germany, someone from Saudia. Awesome, guys. Let's see who else we got here. We got Israel here. We've got Key West. Cool, guys. Indonesia. Awesome, guys. Well, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And I will mention that there will be a blog post that's going to accompany this video as well. The blog post is not up yet, but it will be within the next few hours or so, where you can follow along, see all the goals that I have, and a detailed update with those as well. The recording of this, of course, will be live on YouTube, and I will mention that the best stream that we're doing right now is going to be on YouTube with the highest possible quality, because right now I'm streaming on Instagram and Periscope and all over the place, Facebook. But if you want the highest quality stream, go to YouTube, head on over there, and you'll find the video there in the highest possible stream. And I also want to mention too, before we dive in, that the Online Business Mastery Accelerator, the price is going up in a few hours from now. So we've already had a number of people that have joined in. A lot of people have already received the awesome bonuses that I put together, and they've been loving it. We're actually doing a live session tomorrow on Saturday, where I'm going to be going live, and I'm going to be sharing some advanced marketing strategies and answering people's questions. And so if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking to ask me questions about how to build your business online and have that support and that guidance and a mentor who's been there and done it to guide you and provide the advice that you need and to help give you that certainty, that motivation, and really help you master your business, not just dabble at it, but master, commit to mastery and accelerate that process, then the Online Business Mastery Accelerator program is what I created for that. And so if you want to join in, it's not too late to get the cheaper price. Just go to onlinebusinessmasteryaccelerator.com. You can join at any point, but the price is going up. And so this is a great opportunity to get locked in at the cheapest possible price. We got people that have been signing up for the whole year, which has been pretty cool. I love that commitment to mastery, because they're not just in it for a month or two, but they're in it long term, and they're in after the long-term results too. So excited for that. Just want to throw that out there. I'll have a link below in the description. With that being said, let's dive into my goals. And then if you guys stick around to the end, I'll do the best that I can to engage with you guys more and answer some questions that you guys have that pop up. I try to make sure that these streams aren't too long either, and oftentimes it's quite a long process, me going through my goals and whatnot. And so I want to make sure I'm respectful of your time, and a lot of people have a hard time sitting on a stream for long periods. So I want to make sure that I kind of get through this quickly and get a chance to engage with you guys a little bit there too. Okay, so let's dive into it. So as you guys probably know, if you've followed me for the last few years, I do this every month. I do this for accountability of myself, to make sure that I'm on track. By sharing it publicly and declaring it, it creates pressure. It creates a higher standard of myself where I have to step up. And it's something that I've been doing for years in private, and when I do it public, a lot of people just so happen to be able to benefit from this too, and hopefully be inspired by it. And you can see the progress that I have. And if you're not already doing something like this, if you're not measuring your goals and achieving your goals and making progress on it, then hopefully this can be a big eye-opener for you and really open you up to taking action and going through a process where you check in with your goals on a regular basis. Okay, so I've got different categories. First, I'm going to dive into financial. The first financial goal that I have this year, and by the way, I'm on the treadmill desk, but I haven't started it yet, so I got to make sure that I get some steps in while I do this here. I'll go pretty slow. Okay. So financial goal, I'll easily make $2 million in revenue while impacting thousands of people's lives by December 31st, 2017. And so for the month of February, my income was $113,000 and $113,487.48 approximately. So that's actually a decrease from January. And I'm not too alarmed about that, because oftentimes in business, a lot of people don't realize having a business is not like having a job. In a job, you're guaranteed to make a certain amount of money, right? You get paid a certain amount per hour or a salary, and you work 40 hours a week or whatever, and you're guaranteed that consistency of it. But in business, there's ups and there's downs, there's peaks and there's valleys. So there's some times where I have different promotions, different campaigns going on, new launches and products and different things I'm doing that will spike up my income for that month. I've had some months up to $300,000, but also have other months where it drops down because I didn't have much activity, or sometimes, for example, you do a promotion or a campaign and you don't get paid for that till maybe 30 or 60 or 90 days later. So, so there's a lot of different factors for that, but 113,000, you know, I never take for granted the results that I've been able to achieve in my life, because I remember what it's like to be in a position of struggling where just I remember making $5,000 a month was like a dream for me at one point, $60,000 a year, especially having that be passive income. And so I never take this for granted. And I recognize the process throughout the year. I look at the bigger picture of you know, what I'm gonna be able to accomplish throughout the entire year, okay? So nonetheless, great month. If you guys are curious about the different streams of income that I have and how I make money online, then go to projectlifemastery.com/free course, projectlifemastery.com/free course. That's a free video series that I put together that shares 7 different ways that I make money online, and it goes into details of the different business models that are involved. Okay, next goal, I'll easily have $2.5 million stock investment portfolio by December 31st, 2017. For the month of February, it's $1,958,073.45. So it's actually about $150,000, $180,000 less than the month before, but that's not because I sold anything, it's just because I've been moving around cash a little bit. And I had some cash in my trading account, and I took some out of it back into my bank account because taxes are coming up. I had to make some tax payments to the CRA. You know, of course, you got to make sure you're paying your taxes every single year, and in some cases I've got to pay every month installments and everything once you make a certain amount of money. But you know, I just had to make a tax payment and just redistributing some of the money that I have. But nonetheless, very happy with that. And by the way, right now I'm reading Tony Robbins' new book called Unshakable. And I think it's kind of like a shorter version of his book, Money Master the Game. And you know, really excited just for that, because there's a few new things. And he talks about how every year there's a correction in the market. And a correction, I think, is around, on average, 14% dip in the stock market, which can be a great opportunity to buy more because you're getting stocks and these great businesses on sale at a discount. And you know, just talking about that we're due for a bigger correction at some point as well. And so I've been pretty mindful of that, and I've been making sure that I'm keeping a lot of cash because you know, if there are opportunities that come up, especially here in Vancouver where I live, with the stock market, with the real estate market even, because it's been due for a correction in the residential market here too, I want to be in a position where I have the cash available that I could buy property and invest in it at a discount. And the same thing goes with the stock market as well. So that's kind of my investment mindset right now, but I highly recommend his book, Unshakable. I think it'll benefit a lot of you, and it's definitely benefited me in a big way too. Okay, next goal is business. I'll easily host the Life Mastery Transformation Seminar. Love the process, help transform lives by January 30th, 2017. We did that in January. It was a huge success. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it in a big way too. I currently don't have any plans for future events or the Life Mastery Transformation Seminar. I've got a pretty hectic year, but it might be possible later in the year. But if you are interested in ever attending an event that I put on, we put together a little landing page where you can go in, put in your name, email, and your location, your city and country, so that, you know, we can identify that, you know, if I'm in Australia in May, you know, and there's enough demand, there's enough people that are interested in coming to an event and me hosting it and putting it on, then I can reach out to you directly and let you know about that. Or if I'm in London, England, or if I'm in California or wherever that might be. So if you are interested in that, just go to projectlifemastery.com/events, projectlifemastery.com/events, put in your name, email, and city, and then that way it'll give me a good indicator if there's a demand. If there's no demand, then obviously I'm not going to put on an event, because even just putting on an event, especially doing bigger ones, is a challenge, because if I travel to a location, I need to bring in staff and fly my team over, and it's very expensive, and book a venue and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to do that if only 5 people are interested, right? I've got to make sure that there's a high enough demand of people that want to come and are willing to pay the money to at least cover the costs of putting on the event and putting it together. Okay, next goal, I'll easily launch the Life Mastery Accelerator program. Love the process, help people accelerate every aspect of their lives on a monthly basis. That's in progress right now. So similar to the Online Business Mastery Accelerator, which I did achieve last month, the Life Mastery Accelerator is different, but it's more geared towards self-development and improving every aspect of your life. Whereas the Online Business Mastery Accelerator is focused on business, marketing, making money online. That's the emphasis of that program. So I'm also creating a Life Mastery Accelerator as well. So I'm hoping that will be available sometime in March. We'll see though, because I do got quite a bit of travel. I'm going to San Diego on Monday for a week, and it's a little bit hectic for me. So I'll keep you guys updated with that. Next is I'll easily launch the Life Mastery Transformation video training program. Love the process, help people transform every aspect of their lives. Have not started that yet, most likely starting that during the summertime or in the next few months. Next, I'll easily publish 200 videos on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel while impacting thousands of lives. We did 20 videos for the month of February, which brings us at 34 videos that we've published so far for January and February of 2017. Hopefully you guys have been watching those videos and enjoying those videos and benefiting a lot from them. Next, I'll easily publish 200 plus blog posts on projectlifemastery.com while impacting thousands of lives. We did 20 blog posts in February, so that is 39 blog posts total. And hopefully you guys are going to projectlifemastery.com, and the blog's there, the podcast is there, everything's organized there. And we publish more blog posts than videos. So in some cases I'm writing articles. I'm not just doing videos all the times, and sometimes I'm writing articles too that you guys can access. Next, I'll easily have at least 250,000 YouTube subscribers on the Project Life Mastery channel at 176,000 subscribers, which is really cool. I think we're growing around 9,000. We grew about 9,000 in the last month, which is pretty awesome. I'll easily have at least 1 million views. Yeah, I'll easily have at least 1 million views per month on the YouTube channel. February was actually lower than January. It was 573,000 views. Still a lot, but it is less than what it was in January. January was like 700,000 views, which was, I think, the highest it's ever been in a month, which is pretty cool. But like I said, ups and downs. What really matters is the long term. Right? Not the short term. Short term is up, short term is down. You can't really measure things and base things off the short term. You have to look at progress over a period of time, because progress is always like this, and it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like this, and it's like all over the place until eventually you hit the destination, the goal that you're after. Next is I'll easily have at least 150,000 unique visitors per month to projectlifemastery.com. We're at 121,931 unique visitors for the month of February. So that's also less than January. January we had 156,000, which is really cool, but it has dropped a little bit. And you never know why. Sometimes there's no explanation for it. You can try to look into it. What happened? Why did it drop that month? And it can be useful to do that. But what I get more concerned about is that if it's a reoccurring issue. If it is, and it happens again next month, then I'm going to look into that and really try to identify, okay, what happened there? Why did it go up in this month and then it down this month? And I think in business, you always got to do that. You always got to optimize and look at the analytics and try to improve things month after month. Next is I'll easily host a high-level online business mastermind event in Vancouver. Love the process, help people grow their business. So that has been scheduled for July. We had a number of people sign up during the month of February. Right now, that mastermind's only available to clients that I have, that are people that are customers of mine that have bought my courses and products. It's a higher level in-person mastermind, and it's an application process only. It's not for everyone. I can only take on so many people to come over to my apartment and to work with on their business and have that in-person event, but that is coming along really well. Next is I'll easily relaunch Affiliate Marketing Mastery, help hundreds of new people build their own successful online business by December 31st. That has not been, I haven't really been thinking about that much, been focused on other projects, so that will be later on in the year. I'll easily launch Project Life Mastery merchandise by December 31st. That's coming along really well. We got some cool merchandise that's coming, like t-shirts and really, really cool stuff that I'm excited to make available that is being worked on. There's a lot of back and forth with that because I got a really high standard for quality. I want to make sure that it's a really quality product, quality merchandise that I would wear, and that I actually would personally wear and use and meets a certain standards so that you guys can, are actually interested in actually buying it and wearing it and something that is fashionable and high quality and everything too. So I want to make sure that that's ready and I think it'll be ready in the next month or two possibly. Next is I'll easily improve and redesign the projectlifemastery.com website by December 31st. That is scheduled for some time, I think in April or May, to be honest with you. It's a big project, the plans that I have for that. And so I like to, oftentimes not do too much at once. I like to really focus in and knock down one or two projects at a time before I move on to the next project. Next is I'll easily create some new awesome features to K-Optimizer 2.0 to help impact Kindle publishers grow their online business. We completed that in, I think, January. Awesome new features in terms of helping publishers edit their books. There's a book formatter and editor for publishers that we added to K-Optimizer. So if you're a Kindle publisher, it's an amazing tool to help people make their life a lot easier with Kindle publishing. So that's at koptimizer.com. Okay, let's move on to health and fitness. Okay, I'll easily complete a 15-day juice fast, cleanse my body, create unstoppable energy by December 31st. Have not started that yet. I do this every year, but I'm probably gonna do it either summertime or during the winter time. I'll easily complete Tough Mudder in Whistler with my girlfriend Tatiana and love the process. This is by June 30th. So I've been training for my Tough Mudder and I've been working out. I've been going for runs in the morning and doing my weightlifting and everything too. I already did this last year, so it's actually, I can easily do it again. It's more, I find the Tough Mudder, it's more like the mental side of things because, when I did it last year, it was not the running or the walking or lifting yourself over obstacles. It was the discomfort of being covered in mud, cold and wet. So you're soaking wet, with your shoes on and you're covered in mud. And it was a really, really cold day when I did it. It was freezing. People were like they had to, leave because they were getting hypothermia and whatnot. I find it's more the mental side that you got to push yourself past. But nonetheless, I'm still doing some training, getting ready for that. I'll easily complete the Spartan race in Vancouver. Love the process. That's, I think, the weekend before or after Tough Mudder, so that is similar. I'll easily complete the Scotiabank Half Marathon. I do need to get my cardio up, okay? I need to increase the duration that I can run, my endurance overall. So I need to do that. I need to extend my morning ritual, I think, and the cardio that I do because right now I usually run for about 30 minutes, but that's not enough for a half marathon. I gotta be able to run. I think a half marathon is like 2 hours of running, So I really got to make sure that I increase it, and I haven't been doing that. So that is one thing that I need to improve. Just increase my overall endurance when I do my cardio. Next, I'll easily do yoga once a week, increasing my flexibility, relieving tension by December 31st. I only did it twice in February, and I said to myself last time that's not acceptable because I can do yoga when I'm traveling. I can do it in the morning on the bed. I can do it in a hotel room. I can do it anywhere, okay? So I need to get more together with that, especially when I am traveling, and I got to make it more important and schedule that day to make sure that it's an absolute must for me. I'll easily use my PEMF mat at least once per day, 5 times per week by December 31st, 2017. I've been using it about 3 days per week, to be totally honest. So that's not consistent enough either, but I have been this last week, or at least the last few days in March, I've been on top of it every single day. So I'm trying to make up for that. And that's why, guys, it's so valuable to do this, to check in on your goals, because there's times, where I forget. I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing? Like, I got to get back on track with that. And if it wasn't for this process every month, I wouldn't have that awareness to really, identify, okay, you know what? I committed to that, and I'm not doing it at the same level. And what that does is it really makes me think. It makes me ponder. It makes me think, okay, what can I be doing better? What can I be doing different? How can I increase this and up my game and raise my standard? And just the awareness overall, that's powerful. Having that awareness of yourself and how you're living your life. And that's why the more that you do this on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, you check in with your goals, the more on track that you're going to be. So that's why I love this process, and that's why I recommend it. I'll easily hire an amazing personal trainer to help me get in amazing shape, stay focused, help me achieve my fitness goals by December 31st. I haven't found the right trainer yet, to be honest with you, but I have been looking, because I went to different gyms and met with them and everything. And I did have one good guy who I thought would be a really great trainer, who's like a vegan, like super fit, really positive person. I think aligns with who I am and everything. And I was looking at his Instagram, and I wanted to hire him, but he's a little bit too far away where he trains from. And for me, the convenience factor is really important. I want to be able to, if I'm going to have a trainer, they come to me, or it's within a 5 or 10 minute walking distance that I can go. If I have to get in my car and drive to the gym, that's just way too much of my time that I'm not willing to commit. So I'm more looking for someone in my area that can really meet the requirement of my lifestyle, I guess. And so I'm still looking around, but there's still a few more options. I want to make sure I find the right fit. Because I think, also, whenever I hire a mentor or a trainer, I always commit to them long-term too. There's no point, signing up for one session with a trainer. I mean, I know that to get to where I want to go, it's more than that. It's more than just one session. It's more than 2 sessions, that I need to sign up for their long-term package. I got to trust their process. I got to trust what the style and the coaching, and work with them and really commit to them. And I know they commit to me back. And so that's kind of been my approach in terms of finding a trainer and a coach to help me with my fitness goals. So I want to make sure I make the right decision. I'll easily do a DEXA scan every 3 months to track my muscle mass, body fat, and bone density. I did that in January, probably going to do that again at the end of March, early April. I'll easily get a massage twice per month to help me feel amazing. I did that in February, including which my girlfriend took me for a nice massage on Valentine's Day, which was fun. A nice couples massage. I'll easily get tested at least once, live blood analysis, allergy, hormones, tests, metals, etc. Right now I'm debating, and that reminds me, I gotta actually make a note of this. Maybe I should write this down, because I gotta book that today. So there's a company in the United States called WellnessFX, wellnessfx.com, and they do really comprehensive blood tests. And what they do is they work with different labs, where you go to the lab and they take all your blood, and they have different tests that they do, different levels that are just basic, or more for performance, or for thyroid and hormonal, or minerals, or fats, all these different things. And they have a whole list on their website of all the things that they test. And it's not cheap. That the premium package is about $900 to $1,000 American, and it's only in the United States. And so I think I'm gonna do it with them, because I think it's so valuable to have all that data on yourself, to know exactly where you're at, and to see exactly, maybe it's your thyroid, or maybe it's this, mineral or this vitamin that you're deficient in, and having that awareness is so beneficial for your health. So I'm probably going to do that test. I do need to go down to the States and do all the blood work because they don't have it here in Canada. They're not affiliated with any of the labs in Canada. So I gotta schedule that today actually, because I'm going to San Diego on Monday, and I want to make sure that when I go to San Diego, I can just do it all there, find a lab there, and get all that done. And what I was thinking about doing too is sharing the results with you guys as well. So if I do go ahead with this, which I likely will, and I get the data, everything's on the website, all the tests that you have all that, you have reports and everything. So if it is worthwhile, as usual, I like to share that with you guys, and maybe some of you can benefit from it too. Okay, moving on. Mind, emotions, and spiritual goals. I'll easily complete the 100-day challenge to help me achieve some of my biggest goals by December 31st. I'm en route with that, been consistent with that, although there's been some days where I miss a video and then I double up the next day and watch 2 videos. But for the most part, that's been a part of my morning ritual, watching the videos every day, 100-day challenge, just getting that extra motivation, that boost, I find to be really valuable. Oftentimes, I actually just watch the videos while I'm on the treadmill, and so I found that really useful. I'll easily complete a 30-day morning ritual challenge to be at my best every day by December 31st. I achieved that, and that's honestly pretty easy for me at this point because my rituals are just, they're the most important thing in my life. They're the number one thing. There's nothing more important than my rituals, because I know my ritual of me being at my best, being at my peak, that affects everything else in my life. It affects my relationship, my business, my happiness, my health, my friends, my family. Everything is affected by the state that I am in every single day, and there's nothing more important. And I've been making it even more important than ever recently, because I just can't think of anything more important, it's really the foundation, that time that I have for myself in the morning for gratitude and love and happiness and reading and taking care of my body and going for a run and all the things I do. It just energizes me for the entire day. It eradicates any fear or doubt or any limitation that I have whatsoever, and it gets me pumped up. It gets me in the state of taking action and being on purpose in my life. And so that challenge has been great. If you guys haven't done a 30-day morning ritual challenge, I don't know what else could change your life more than that. In my morning ritual mastery course, on day 7 of it, we have the 30-day morning ritual challenge, and we've had so many people, I can't even tell you how many, that have committed to it and done it, and they post it on their Instagram, on their Facebook, Twitter, they commit to their friends and family. And it's amazing how many people have done it and shared their transformation is really what it is. So it's really, really powerful. I'll easily complete a 30-day complaint-free challenge to be more positive and happy by December 31st. I have not started that and really thought about starting that just yet, but it is on the agenda. I don't think I complain too often, but you know what? Sometimes you do. Sometimes I realize I complain about the weather. And I complain about there's no parking available, whatever, like little things like that. And I think they have an effect, they have a consequence. And so I want to really make sure that I commit to it, because when you commit to that, you develop awareness about that. And you notice yourself complaining. You might not think of yourself as complaining, but you notice that you become aware of it. And then you have other people in your life notice that too and call you out on it because you committed to this challenge. I love that kind of stuff. I'll easily complete a 10-day silent meditation retreat with Vipassana to deepen my meditation practice, grow spiritually. Have not scheduled that yet. I do need to schedule that soon, though at least have that in the calendar. If you don't put it in the calendar, life gets busy. Other things will show up and consume your time. So I got to make sure that I schedule that in the calendar. I will easily attend a 3-day Tantra workshop with my girlfriend Tatiana to enhance our relationship, grow spiritually by February 28th. Achieve that. We did that in February. That was amazing. Very powerful experience. Satyen Raja and his wife Suzanne were amazing. In fact, I signed up for another program that he has called Accelerated Evolution Training. And so I'm excited for that too. And I'm actually interviewing Satyen in March, I think sometime this month. although I had to reschedule it with his assistant. So, and he's in India right now. But I want to introduce you to him. He's a mentor of mine, and I think a lot of you guys can benefit from him. He's a very spiritual mentor, relationships and everything. And so, you know, he's definitely in alignment with what we're about here at Project Life Mastery. So I want to share that with you guys. Okay, moving on. A few more goals, guys, and then I'll engage with you. I'll check in with what you guys are saying and what's up with you guys. I'll easily attend Date with Destiny Leadership. That is scheduled for May. I'll easily attend the National Achievers Congress. That was actually on March 1st, 2 days ago. So I achieved that, but that's more of a goal for March. I did a live stream yesterday sharing some of the things that I learned, the lessons, the insights from that. You guys can check out on the YouTube channel. I'll easily read at least 20 books to enhance my knowledge, mindset, and skills by December 31st. This has been pretty slow. I haven't been doing as much reading as I'd like to do. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts, though, when I've been going on the run. But the books that I've read so far have been The Untethered Soul, which is a really great book, really awesome book. The Millionaire Coach, and right now I'm reading Unshakable by Tony Robbins. I'll easily go to church at least once a week on Sundays to grow my relationship with God, and that was with an exception of travel. And so I did it twice in February. But you know, when I'm at a Tantra workshop or some of these other events, it's, you know, I'm not able to on the weekends, unfortunately. But I've been happy with that, being consistent with it. Fun, travel, social relationship goals. I'll easily host a fun activity once a month with friends. Create more magic moments by December 31st. Last month I did that. I had some friends from San Diego come in, and we went to a nice raw food restaurant, and then we went bowling played pool and darts, which is fun. Actually, tomorrow night I'm doing a get together with my friends, poker night, dinner, and watching the UFC fight, which should be a lot of fun too. I will easily enjoy a fun family vacation, creating fun and magic moments. That was scheduled for February because we were supposed to have a family trip up to my brother's cabin, but unfortunately it was like crazy snow, you know, during that weekend, and the highways were closed down, and it was just too dangerous to go up. And so unfortunately we had to cancel that. We're probably going to reschedule that for the summertime though. So that was too bad, but it actually ended up working out well because I had some other things I needed to do that weekend. I will easily update a relationship journal with Tatiana at least once a month. Did that in February. Easily traveled to Australia, Ethiopia. Those are scheduled for later this year. I'll easily travel to Jackson Hole for a snowboarding trip. Accomplished that. I'll easily travel to California, spend 2 months living there. That's for later in the year. I'll easily attend at least 2 mastermind trips. One has been done. That was the one in Jackson Hole. I'll easily go snowboarding at least 5 times and enjoy the process. Did it twice. I wanted to do it a lot more, but it was a challenge for me, so it didn't really fit in with my schedule. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I catch up for that later in the year when it's snowboard season again. I'll easily do at least 3 photo shoots, get some amazing photos done. None so far, but I do have one scheduled, I think, in March or April. Contribution goals, I'll easily host a monthly coaching session with the Project Life Mastery Teen Mentoring Program. We did that in February, which was great. This is the group of teens that I mentor every month. To join it, you have to be 18 years old or younger, 18 or younger. And if you want to join and you're 18 and younger, go to projectlifemastery.com/teen mentoring, projectlifemastery.com/teen mentoring. Only join if you're 18 and younger. We had someone that joined in that was in their 20s. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? This is not for people that have the money or in a position where they can get a job. And, you know, because if you are, then pay for coaching, pay for things. Don't just be a taker and expect things for free. You know, that's what I did when I was in my 20s and I didn't even have money. I still found ways to be resourceful and pay for coaches and pay for mentors and pay for investing in myself. The teens that are 18 and younger, they're in a position where they can't do that. You know, they're going to school, they have much different challenges and problems with bullying and just kind of life in general, and they don't have access to a lot of mentors in that case and don't have the financial means for that. And so please don't take advantage of that, because that just kind of annoys me when people do that, when they know that it's for 18 and younger and it says that and you still go ahead and do that. For me, it's just bad form, you know. So please be courteous and respectful of the other members and myself in considering that. I'll easily fund at least 2 houses for families suffering from poverty, changing their lives by December 31st. I have not planned yet the location for that yet, of where I'm going to do it, but I'm still in the process of planning a new location, because in the past I've done Nicaragua and El Salvador, and so I might do another place in Latin America. I'm not sure yet, but I want to make sure that I can actually go to the location and actually build the houses as well as fund them too. So that's something I'm still thinking about. Also funding the school to be built with Imagine One Day or Change Heroes. I haven't planned that either, but I'm going to Ethiopia, which is my next goal, to volunteer in Ethiopia for a school that I've already funded. And so that is happening in October, which should be a lot of fun. And I'll easily cultivate the habit of giving more by giving to those that are homeless and truly in need of every opportunity I get. I've been pretty consistent with that, especially I need to make sure that I have more change on me and dollar bills and whatnot when I'm out in public, because I always hate it when there's someone that, as a homeless person, I want to give to them, but then I forgot to make sure that I had money in my wallet. So, you know, I have been giving when I have the opportunity to, you know, whether it's $1 or a couple dollars or whatever to homeless people, or just cultivating the habit of giving, which I've spoken about before, how valuable that is. And I'll easily find some new organizations or charities that can help contribute to broadening my impact by December 31st. Haven't spent too much time on that either, to be honest. I have been doing loans on Kiva, which I enjoy, Kiva, Kiva.org. I think they're a great organization. I really support what they're doing, but I'm still looking to branch out into some other areas too. Okay, guys, so that's it. Those are my 51 goals so far the year. Slow and steady progress, you know, taking action. A lot of the things I'm doing today, I'm not going to see the result from for maybe several months from now. And you always got to remember that. Oftentimes people look at the return of their time and money on something within next week or the next 30 days or the next few months. I'm always looking at the return that I'm going to get 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, the impact that will make. So I know that the things I'm doing today is going to benefit me immensely in the future. And I just trust that, and I have certainty of that. And so, you know, that's how success is made and built. It's doing the right things today, and with the belief and the faith that it's going to pay off in your future, right? That's reading the books, going to the seminars, investing in yourself, taking actions on your business, saving money. By doing those are the right things to do, but you're not going to see the benefit, the true benefit impact of that for several months or even years from now. Okay, so understand that. I always recognize that, and so that's why sometimes progress looks slow on paper, but it has a big impact as time goes on. Okay, guys, so just a reminder, the blog post for this will be up on projectlifemastery.com within the next few hours. If you want more details of my goals, you want to read them, see the updates that I've had, you can head on over there. Or if you go to projectlifemastery.com and in the navigation menu, there's something called Goals Reports. You can see all the previous goals reports that I've had over the last few years. With that being said, let's see what you guys have got. I want to thank you guys for sticking around on this stream. Let me just kind of check the chat here and see what some of you guys are saying. All right. Awesome. Cool. Okay, Dennis, how you doing? Dennis says, are you keeping any journal or using any task manager to track your process? I know you use Asana for your business, but what do you use for personal things? I use Evernote. So I use Evernote every day, track my goals. I've got different categories, different things going on in my businesses, things that I'm learning. Everything is tracked in Evernote. I've got a good YouTube video, by the way, on how I plan my day using Evernote. So if you do a search on the YouTube channel for it, then you can see the process that I do to actually plan out my day on Evernote, and that can benefit you guys a lot. Tanner says, any advice on overcoming addiction? I'd say get help for it. There's a lot of resources out there, people that specialize in helping with addiction. And when you recognize that you need help, you can't do it by yourself. And that might be a good counselor, it might be a good program or a coach or books and resources. I think that if you have an addiction, you got to fully commit yourself to doing whatever it takes to overcome that. And to do so, you've got to read the books on it. You've got to become an expert on understanding and knowing how that works. I was actually watching a TED Talk today, actually when I was on the treadmill, and it was about addiction. And it kind of talked about how, the video, if you guys are interested, on YouTube, was called The Pleasure Trap. The Pleasure Trap, okay? Check that out. And it's a great video, just understanding how human beings, we become addicted to things because of something about the dopamine. We're always being stimulating ourselves. We get addicted to social media. We get addicted to food. We get addicted to drugs and alcohol and pornography and all these things that aren't good for us, even TV and video games. Because what happens is you get that your brain experiences pleasure, this dopamine, and it's not natural to experience that because human beings aren't made for that. And what happens is that you essentially become numb. You become numb just to normal experiences of life. You become numb just to being able to really enjoy your life, and it leads to, I think, depression and a lot of serious things. So the psychologist that talked about it at the TED Talk on YouTube, the Pleasure Trap, he explained it a lot better than I can, so I'd recommend check that out. But learn about that. Learn about what's going on in your brain, and then find things and resources, maybe accountability. Maybe it's an accountability buddy. Maybe it's the 12 steps. I don't know, but you've got to commit to overcoming that, because addiction is destroying your life. The negative ones, I think we're all addicted to certain things. You can be addicted to positive things that are sustainable and enhance you, but the negative things like drugs and alcohol and pornography and sugar and junk food, those are things that are very destructive to you long term. So you want to make sure you eradicate that from your life, and it's not until you fully commit and you decide, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes to overcome this, that you will. All right, let's see what. Awesome. Magnetic Mind says, I've been following this guy since he had 23 subscribers. Very worthwhile. Cheers to you all. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your loyalty and your support, and following me for that long period of time. So definitely appreciate it. Zachary says, what came first, your interest in business or your interest in self-development? It was definitely self-development at 17 years old. I started my first business when I was 20, 21 years old, but I didn't really care about business. I didn't really care about making money until maybe my 23, 24 years old. For me, I was more just doing what I was passionate about and wanting to learn and grow. And then I got frustrated at a certain point of being broke and struggling and not really being able to live life fully, that I really started to transition into learning about money and learning about business and really wanting to be successful financially. But self-development is more important because your income is in direct proportion to your self-growth. Your money rarely exceeds your personal development. So you gotta make sure that as you grow with your beliefs, your mindset, and who you are, your actions, your disciplines. More money is a result. More money is a result of that. So because I had such a strong background in self-development years before I got into business, I think that was a huge advantage that really served me, because it allowed me to really overcome a lot of obstacles that were getting in my way and learn how to be more consistent and disciplined and have that mastery mindset, the mastery mentality that really served me in a big way. So I think you definitely need that. It's really beneficial. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, Nick, I'll take one or two more questions. Nick says, I'm a Kindle publisher with the goal of earning $5,000 a month. How many books do you think I need to publish to get to this amount? Nick, listen, it's not about how many books. There's no amount of books that will equal a certain amount of money. You can have one book and earn $5,000 a month. You can have one book and earn you $10,000 a month. Or you could have 50 books, or you could have 100 books. Now, let me ask you, what is easier? What is more sustainable long term? Well, what's more sustainable is focusing on maybe one or two or three or a smaller amount of books and really building them up and making sure they're high quality and really making sure that they're authoritative books and they've got a lot of reviews and a lot of marketing that's sending traffic to those books and creating new sales from that and doing it that way, because then you have books that will be sustainable long term. They'll stand the test of time, and you have it on paperback, you have it as an audio book. That's something that will remain profitable long term. A lot of people, what they do is they just think, oh, I'm going to publish a lot of books, and the books that they're publishing, because they're trying to do so many, they're focused more on quantity than quality, that they publish a lot of books, but the quality isn't as good. They don't know how to manage them all. They have a few reviews on this one and a few on that one, a few on this one. And because they're diluting their focus, they make some money, but it doesn't last. Because competition will always occur in any business, any market whatsoever. Competition will come. Changes will come. The only way to withstand it is to build something that is strong and powerful. It's almost like, would you rather have in a city build a bunch of different houses or different apartments that are small, or build one strong one that can withstand anything? It can withstand an earthquake, it can withstand a storm, it can withstand a flood, and it's because it's secure and it's stable and strong, as opposed to having a bunch of flimsy houses or tents that can easily get blown over at the first sign of challenge or adversity. So I teach that inside my Key Money Mastery course, that mentality. I go through that. The publishing Parthenon is what I call it inside Key Money Mastery. I think that could benefit you immensely in understanding that. Yes, there are people out there that have a lot of books. I've got a lot of books. But you can only scale up more books once you've got a good system for long-term sustainability of that book. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so keep that in mind. So hopefully that can help you. Retta says, "Hey, I'm ready to begin my journey and live free. Where do I begin?" Well, listen, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but you're in the right place. I've got resources that can help you begin your journey, a lot of free resources here on YouTube. If you're looking for some more premium content and resources, different courses, training, more in-depth, more step-by-step, then check out some of the courses and the products that I have available, some of which you can find just in the description of my YouTube videos. K Money Mastery is great for publishing. My Affiliate Marketing Mastery is awesome for building a brand and doing affiliate marketing. If you're looking to build your self-development, then check out my Morning Ritual Mastery course. If you're wanting to get coaching and mentoring, then check out the Online Business Mastery Accelerator. So there's different resources that I put together to help people get started and get along with their journey. All right. Let's see what else. I'm going to hop on over here to Instagram. Hey, Steph, what's your advice on how to become a thought leader in your niche, speaking from experience? Become a thought leader, number one, is become great at something. Commit to the niche that you're in. Become an expert at it. Become great at that. Master it. Go deep and really learning about that. If it's health, if it's fitness, then really become an expert at that. Develop your authority in that niche. My girlfriend right now is in the health niche, and she does awesome with it on YouTube, and she's got products, but she's really focused on mastering that. She's reading a lot of health books, listening to the health podcasts. She's interviewing people. She's really developing her expertise in that area, because that's what's going to help her grow her business even further. So, become an expert at it and create content. Share the things you're learning, share your journey, share your experience, share your story, just share. Don't necessarily even think about creating, but just documenting on YouTube as a blog, on social media. And what happens is you become more of an authority in that market through that process. So the more that you learn and you develop yourself in that area and you really master it, and the more that you share that, that's how you become someone who's respectable and credible in the niche or market that you're in. All right, guys, that is all I've got time for today. I wish I could get to all of your guys' questions, but unfortunately, I'm not able to. Again, if you guys are looking for coaching from me with online business and marketing, then check out the Online Business Mastery Accelerator. Price is going up in a few hours. OnlineBusinessMasteryAccelerator.com, where every month I teach more high-level premium marketing content and I answer your questions. And that's the best way that I know how to really add value to you and those that want me to mentor and coach them with their online business. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. I appreciate you guys very much. Have an awesome weekend, and I look forward to engaging with you guys more in the future. Make sure, of course, you subscribe to me on YouTube. For more videos, more live streams that I'm doing. Make sure you also follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Periscope. You can find the different places that I am because I'm doing live streams there too. I'm sharing content and different things in different platforms as well. And so I want to add value to you guys, and depending where you are, I want to be able to impact you in multiple different locations. So make sure you follow for more. But that's all I got for you guys today. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.